Howdy, parents. I hope your summer's going well. And as I said in the message, I just made this simple video, hopefully to kind of explain the report that you will be viewing by now. Hopefully, you got the end of year map reports that I sent to you. Below these reports, these scores, you should have been able to see a quick reference guide. Probably does a better job explaining things and what I'm going to do here. So just might want to look over that report. So again, students take the MAP test in the fall, in the winter, and in the spring. What I like the report I share with you and why I like it is called the Student Progress Report. And we can see how the students have been progressing year after year after year. This report for this student, this is actually a third grade student, shows me how they did in second grade when it was the fall of 2022 all the way up to the spring of 2023. And then how they did this year in the fall of 2023 all the way up to the spring of 2024, how they did. And of course, this section was the math. And below this, I'll show it in a minute, is the reading. Now, the blue bar that you see, the blue bar is your child's score each time they took the assessment. Now, the score is what we call a RIT score. It's a little bit different than it was like when we got our homework back. It was graded by the teacher or a test back. It's not a score like that. It's a score basically kind of like when we did when we're measuring the height of our children when up against a refrigerator or a door frame. That's kind of what a RIT score is, and we can see the progression over time. Again, as I said, the blue is your child's. The orange is the district mean for Brenham ISD. What was the average RIT score? And then the yellow, the last bar, is what is a national average norm RIT score. So across the country of in this case, all the third graders, what their average score was, and you can compare how your child was doing, also compare how the district was doing compared to your child or compared to the national average. To the right, like I said, it's a student progress report. And in this case, this student has been here since kindergarten. We can see how they perform year after year after year. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I like the report. Below each kind of bar graph, they give you a goals performance area. It kind of shows you how they're doing in each area that the MAP test looks at. The student's doing pretty good, has a high average in most areas. And as I said, below is the reading area. And you can it's almost basically the same thing as math. Again, you can see how your child compared. And then, of course, over to the right, you can see how long they've been with us is a chart that you can see all the way, whether they were with us from kindergarten all the way up to fourth grade. Or now, if your child happens to be new this year, they're probably only going to have one or two bar graphs that you'll be able to see. Or if they were kindergarten, there's only going to be a middle of the year and end of the year because they just started taking the test. So that's the report in a nutshell. Again, look at the quick reference guides if you have any questions. And feel free to reach out to me if you got any questions on reading the report. I will be glad to help you. Have a good summer, and we'll talk to you soon.